trainer he gets, he ain't going to beat Oleksandr Usyk. Not now, not next year, never beat Usyk.
Wow. Those are the words of Bob Arum stating that Anthony Joshua will not beat Usyk in the rematch. Let me counterpunch. People, at this point, it's hard to gauge who would win. I know, and I picked Oleksandr Usyk to beat Anthony Joshua in the first fight. That's if Joshua decided to box and go down that lane, because I told you he would lose. But I don't think he's intending to do that, and I think there's other factors that we need to factor in about Usyk. Usyk's lost a lot of weight, so he has to gain that back, and it took him a while to gain that, to build up that muscle mass, okay? It took him a while to get to 220, because he's originally maybe 190. So he had to bulk up, all right? And that took a while. So the question is, can he do that in this amount of time? And when I mean a while, I mean it took him months to do that. Okay. Mentally, where is Usyk? We don't know. But back to Bob saying he will never beat Oleksandr Usyk. Not this fight, this night, or any other night. Give me some weed. Give me the pipe. Bars. Listen, Bob Arum has been talking about Anthony Joshua for the last 3 years. Every fight that Anthony Joshua becomes involved with, some shape, form, or fashion, he will be the loser. Bob Arum, when it comes to Anthony Joshua, is just as worse as David Haye at predicting fights. David Haye predicted Tyson Fury would lose. Just like Bob Arum predicts that for Anthony Joshua. Why? Because for those who don't know, Bob Arum, by default, disses Anthony Joshua because of Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz was a part of Bob Arum's stable once upon a time. Bob Arum, had him when he went over to fight Joseph Parker. He came up short on a split decision, okay? And he let him fall through the cracks, basically. He didn't have any money. He didn't have any job. He couldn't get any other fights because Bob Arum said, the hell with the fat bastard, right? So he paid himself out of the contract. He did some money, Mayweather type shit, and he went on to get the fight with, he went to PBC with Al Heyman, okay? And he went on to get the Joshua fight on short notice and beat Joshua. That's what happened. And since Bob Arum once upon a time had Andy Ruiz, I think he was bitter about that because he was like, Andy Ruiz wouldn't shit. That's why I never promoted him. So if I know Andy Ruiz is not shit and I'm convinced that Andy Ruiz ain't shit, what will I say about Anthony Joshua, the guy that ain't shit, beat him? I'm not going to think he's shit either. He's going to believe that he is under Andy Ruiz because he thinks so low of Andy Ruiz. Therefore, by default, people, Bob Arum is going to say things just like he said them. He's going to say, yes, Anthony Joshua won't beat anybody. He said that about Pulev. He said about the rematch with Andy Ruiz. He said that about a lot of fighters, okay? But he didn't give Anthony Joshua any credit after his ex-fighter beat him. So this is not a good prediction because it's based on deep-rooted bias due to the bitterness of not supporting your fighter that you have on your stable. Because had he done that, okay, he would have been more appreciative of what was going on. But then again, he didn't care about Andy Ruiz. Therefore, Andy Ruiz made his own way. And look at where he's at now. The first heavyweight boxing champion ever, right? From Mexican descent. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Bob Arum stating that Anthony Joshua will never beat Oleksandr Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.